All right, we are back. We are going to continue on with the other half of the back office. So we finished here under resources. So pipeline is actually a place when you talk to somebody. Let's say you have a friend that's like, what is it that you're doing? Oh my gosh, you're selling paparazzi. I've heard that's pretty good. I'm thinking about doing it, but I got to wait for my income tax or la da 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 da, right? So you can go into these. This is like where your leads would go. So you could click in here and add a lead, and then you would put in their information, all the information you have on them, add your little notes, okay? Excuse me, you can figure out what type of lead is this. Is this a general lead? Is she thinking about hosting a party? Maybe she's thinking about joining or buying, and you just put that information. I got the hiccups. What kind of quality is she? Do you think she's, whatever you choose for the type, maybe she's hosting a party. So if she's thinking on it and she seems kind of a little iffy, she might be low, but if she's like ready to book, you could put great. Temperature, again, same thing, and not interested. Cold, maybe you've worked with her until she said, no, and so now she doesn't want to, so she's now a cold lead. But if she's still thinking on it and, she's just got to get her house clean, whatever, she might be warm or hot, which means she's getting closer to saying yes. Status, is she an active lead? Did you convert her to a customer, convert her to a representative, or has it been a while, she's no longer interested, that type of stuff. Best contact time, so again, you're going to ask her, when do you prefer to be contacted? What age range is she in? Has she attended a party? Has she been a customer for a while? Has she been a representative, host a party, or no experience? And what is her time zone? Okay, so that's the types of things that you can put in there. And then that way it's all there and you've got your notes of what you said to her. So when you call her, say the next time, then you've got your notes and you can add to those. So great thing to have. The new order, again, is just going to, you see it pulled up another page, and that's just taking you into placing an order. Orders gives you a few things. Summary. Again, that summary, I think we've seen this page before, where here's where it shows you all the orders that have been placed from my customers or from me. The all orders will actually break down your orders, okay? So in order. So this was my last order. It tells me how much total volume, grand total. It gives me my name, personal, but if a customer had ordered, it would give me that information too. If you're ever in a challenge, this page is very important to you. Because it is under all orders. Let's say there's a contest on either Papa Rockstars group or maybe one of our upline leaders that says, hey, if you order 40 PV or more today, you're going to be put in a drawing for XYZ prize. Okay, well, you did place an order today, so then all you want to do is screenshot. You only need this information to show them. You don't have to show, well, these are the pieces that I ordered. What we want to see when there's a contest and we want to see your total volume, we need something that shows when you place the order, total volume, and who placed the order, okay? And so you would screenshot that information, okay? That's going to help you know that for, those things. Now, most computers have something called a snipping tool, okay? You can use a snipping tool, and this is absolutely free. It is included on most computers. Otherwise you can pull this up on your phone and also then take a screenshot of that. So I just want a new snip. So you just click new snip on the snipping tool. And then you see this little cursor, the plus changes. You just click this. And now you've saved, you've got it. Then you can save it to like save as. You might just say today's PV, and to make it easy so that you could quickly delete it and you don't have to do anything, I just save it to your desktop, today's PV, save. Then when I go to my desktop, I just look for today's PV. Oh, goodness gracious, good balls of fire. Okay, if I can't find it because it's not in my, I can also sort by date modified. So it should be way up there, or if I do it again, view or sort by date modified, now it'll be right here. So now I could pull that up, or I could, copy that or save it or whatever and upload it to wherever that group is that I want to make that challenge for, okay? So that is how you can use a snipping tool. Little side note there. Okay, trying to make sure and seeing if it's still recording us. Okay. All right, so that is that. Then here, down here, for here, a summary, it was personal orders and customers. Here's where you can see your personal orders and your customers in this same format. Fashion Fix. Fashion Fix. All right, if you're not on Fashion Fix, you will not have this. Okay, but this will tell me, okay, this is when my next one's coming, March 20th, and this is what my total order, it's saying order total, but that's going to change because there's tax and shipping and all that good stuff on it. So, but that's my subtotal before all that, okay? That's what your orders are. Organizations, now again, this could change for you. Because if you don't have the upgraded version. So the organization basically gives you information on your downline, on people that have joined your team or your team's team. It is right here. Say your friend decides they want to join the company and they want you to help them with it. You can click here. Let's go into the summary first. I don't want to get ahead of the game. So the summary is going to give me my latest enrollments, like when they enrolled, the newest consultants, but this it will say consultants groups. What I normally use is use enroll new consultant and my downline report. So genealogy or tree view downline. This gives me everybody in our lineage. Red means they've already left the building, okay? So to enroll a new consultant, you would click on that, enroll new consultant, and this looks just like any other application. So you're going to talk through them. You're going to, go through each thing, make sure you spell correctly, verify all your shipping and everything. If it has a little asterisk by it right there, it needs that information. So, you're just going to basically pretend like you're the consultant signing up, but you're going to put in their information. They can also sign up on your website, and many do that, but some prefer that extra little help, and that's fine. So these are just other things, and again, I would just, look at what you have, and you can kind of play around with that. Customer management. This is everybody that's ever registered on my website, okay? So it gives when they placed the last order, what time they when they registered, what their customer number is, okay? So they can go and they can just register on your website as a customer, and now they're in here, okay? And so if I wanted to say send a email right there, I could send an email. I could have all their information I need and send an email. See, it says right here, message all. So you could send a message to everybody. And then they also have customer groups. So there are no groups here, but you could create new groups if you chose. Make well, maybe you can't. I think maybe when you're setting up the customer, you set into the groups, you create the group at that point, and then now you've got your different groups, okay? And so let's say you want your groups just from your place of business. Maybe I used to work for Baker College, so I could have Baker College customers. I could have neighbors. I could have my kids' friends, parents, or whatever, So you could have different customer groups. So if you're going to send a message, you could then send it to a specific group, okay? So that's kind of what that is. And that's about all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into a lot of this leadership. I will do different videos over in Papa Rockstars, our main group for leadership. Right now, I just want you to get comfortable with working your back office and getting used to your product. Not that I don't want you to get out there and share that opportunity right away, because I think that is important to start sharing right away, because you're excited and others can be excited. But I will be willing to help you with anybody that is show some interest. And there are other videos over in Papa Rockstars that talk about leadership, what it takes to become a, you're the first paid level of leadership as a director. And it is very simple. These are just reports that you can look at. So once you become a leader, that's when you'd want these reports, okay? Commissions are another kind of like a leadership report. So this is good for like when you start signing up, even your first person, the summary. Basically what this tells me is payday. When do I get paid? How much am I getting paid? Okay. So we get paid. So for February 1st till the end of the month, so the whole month is February, it will calculate all month long as people place orders on your website. That'll be in this amount as well. As your team progresses in their goals and place their orders, this will start to rise. And then at the end of the month, you'll see it'll say commission amount, and then once you're paid, it'll say paid amount. So you see March, I haven't been paid because I won't be paid for that until April, and this will grow more before then because more people will be placing the orders. Once you see the flag over here, it means they have been paid. As you can see, it says paid right there under the little cursor. So we just got paid. Payday is actually on the 20th. Sometimes you might get paid a day early. Like sometimes, like I think I have something with because we are a military family or an retired military family. So our bank, if paparazzi or anybody processes a payment to us, we have access to it right away. So ours is already paid. Okay. This will be next month. So on the 20th of April, we'll get paid for anything in here. All right. And that is all under commissions. So, and this would go the same thing as if you were wondering, maybe you don't have anybody on your team, but you know that your best friend Sally went out there and she spent $50. You can come into commissions and go into summary, and that commission amount will be the same. Keep in mind, you will not get the flag if this amount is not at least $20. All right. If it's 15, then they'll add this 15 with next month, but make sure that both those months you are active. My earnings will tell you, again, this is just another look. You can look and see how much you made each month from whether it's the online sales commissions or your team commissions. Then commissions, okay, we are already there. So your summary and your commissions kind of look the same thing, right? Then volumes, this is again more of like a leadership thing. This will tell me all my months. It tells me what my total PV was, what my total organizational volume or GV or OV. Right now at our level, GV and OV are the same thing. As you promote to higher ranks, OV becomes a little more complicated, I believe. So, but this is basically my team, how much my team has ordered in OV. So PV basically. So again, PV is one piece is 2 PV, so you would divide this by 2, and I can honestly say now that my team has ordered over 1,200 pieces this month, okay, combined. I can look at it by leg. By leg is kind of like, leg is every one of your personally sponsored and everybody under them, under that person. So Cinda, for example, is my one of my legs. So if I go view, now this is not only Cinda's volume, it is Cinda's and all of her people on her team. This is Virginia's and all of Virginia's people, and so on and so forth, okay? So that's what it is when you hear of legs. You will hear a leg, especially in leadership, because you have certain criteria. By level is, here's my first generation, here's my second generation. So these are all my personally sponsored. These are their personally sponsored, and these are these people. This one down here is the people, these ones here sponsored this person here, okay? These people, I should say. So this breaks it down by, so you can see, oh, well, my first level is actually doing better than my second level. Well, truth be told, I have 17 on my first generation, but I have like 13 right now, I think. I can't remember, but you know what I'm saying? I have more members on my first generation than I do on my third. So of course they're going to do a better business than, you know, order more because you've got more people up here. All right. So then over here, it'll tell me I've got 8 customers on level 1. This is my first personally sponsored. I have 8 customers who have orders. My total volume, again, matches the 1990. The total orders overall from, so my first generation out of these 8 people, there's been a total of 25 different orders placed. And then this is the number of total, you know, regular orders. And then if they had any returns in, that would show there. So again, as you start building your team, that's going to be a little bit more information. So these show the order numbers, the name, and all this other stuff down here. So you can see who's doing the most ordering in this particular person, you know, so I can say, oh, Cinda's like going crazy, but maybe, oh, Virginia, she's only got 1 order in, so I better check with her. You know, these are ways that you can check. And I'm not going to check with Virginia because Virginia just joined the team, okay? So, but I was just using her as a little guinea pig right there. All right, so then down here, these are all different types of reports and stuff that you can look over, but this talks about your next level. So wherever you are currently, this will be your next level. So like right now, my highest rank is a Premier Director, so that'd be PDIR. The next level that I can promote to is Executive Director. So this, when I click this will keep me on track of what I need to do to get there. So each month, so it says right now, at least at this point, am I an Executive Director? No, so I didn't earn it. So all these have to work, right? So my earned rank is Director. My PV that's in qualification is 1,248. So that means all of my PV, that's my PV, my personal volume. My capped amount is 2,400, okay, towards Executive Director. The capped amount is a little bit confusing, and there is a video over on Papa Rockstars when we talk about, once you start talking about Director and the higher ranks, because you have to have legs, okay? You got to have at least 3 people on your team. Those are each legs, and those are people that you personally sponsored. But 1 leg, even if you have 20 first generations, they're all 20 legs. No one leg can actually take or do more than 1/3 of the work needed to reach each level. Okay, and that's from Premier, that starts at Premier Director. So in that case, right now, just to get paid as a Premier Director, to give you a quick synopsis here of that. Let me look at capped PV. It'll take me there. Most of these, if they have a thing, you can do it. So down here, it shows me, like here, Cinda's the biggest one. Her leg is the biggest one, 1662. To reach Executive Director, our team's PV needs to be 6,000 PV, okay? Cinda being my first generation, her and her team, if they do more than 2,000 PV before the whole month is up, say they do 25, I can still only count 2,000 towards the 6,000, okay? The rest of the 4,000 have to come from all these other people, okay? So that's what that 1/3 rule means, and we'll talk more about that over in Papa Rockstars. All right, so that's about it I want to show you there. And then in here, and I lost my little timer to see how well I was doing on time, but in here under the party, this is where you can go to set up your online parties. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop this live because parties are another special thing that you could do. So I will give you a little, just, you know, I want to be able to do this as another training at a later date because I want to show you how to set up a new party, how to close out a new party, you know, and how to, you know, showcase that new party on your website. But basically, if you want to set up a party, and this would be a party on your paparazzi website, not on your Facebook group, not in an event page, not in your personal profile or your VIP group. This is one where people would literally go to paparazziaccessories.com, using your number, getting into your page and joining a specific, their friend's party and shopping online and having it shipped directly to them. Okay. So you're going to create a new party event there. Okay. And that's what will be another video. All right. So with that being said, we are going to stop this video and we will see you again soon.